Shaxitron back with another video review, and this time we have another World of Warcraft Mega Bloks set. This is 91045, the Goblin Shredder, with Grimple, the Goblin Hunter, and also two Ghouls. This is 191 set piece set, and you get, like I said, 3 figures, and then the Goblin Shredder, and then secret piece of loot. And then here's all the figures that you can get. And then the World of Warcraft Megabloks.com. Then it shows you all the features, the moving fingers, the hip swivel, and then the blade moves, the blade movement. And then here's the top. And here's the bottom. And here's the side with a nice picture of a ghoul. It's pretty cool. But let's put this box to the side. Show you the contents. I had some extra pieces. You'll probably get some extra pieces too. I'm not sure if it's quality control issue or maybe these are the pieces that people lose, but can't really help that. And these do have a whole bunch of languages on the side. Just warning. And these are the bags that everything is put in or comes in. Those off to the side. Then we get the instructions. Shows you all the figures that you can get from all the sets, which is pretty cool. Then how to assemble the Goblin and the 2 Ghouls, even though they already come assembled. And then all the secret loot that you can get. And then it shows you how to assemble the Shredder, which is pretty cool. Then the combined figure, and then your inventory, all the pieces that you get, and how many you get of each, which is pretty cool also. Set that off to the side. Let's take a look at the Goblin figure. He's just in some plain hunter mail gear. I'm not sure if this is even a set, but it's red with silver and blue highlights. He has a pretty cool goblin face. And as you can see, the nice detail in the armor. He has some spikes right here, as well as some silver paint. Same thing on the bottom, some silver. He's mostly all red. And then he has dark green pants. And you can lift up his head, take the armor off, then you have a torso. But the goblin and gnome bodies are interchangeable, but they can't be interchanged with the Tauren, the human, the night elf, the blood elf, etc. And he can hold the bow on his back here, like so. They can also wield it like so. You can have him with some pretty cool poses. Like he's getting ready to draw back the bowstring. I think this is a bow from Nax. I'm not sure. If you guys know, comment to let me know what it is. But he can use it in that hand, and then he can use it in this hand also, which is pretty cool. And he can also turn it like that. But let's put this on his back and put him off to the side. Let's take a look at the Ghouls. They're the same Ghouls, just different paint apps. This one's more blue and gray, and this one's more like light gray and dark gray. And you can pose them pretty nicely. They have hip swivel, 360 degrees almost. Well, not quite. Yeah, 360 degrees. No head articulation, shoulder articulation. That's about it. then hip articulation, no knee or elbow, so you can have him like a crawling zombie, like that. Then you can have his arm up like that, which is pretty cool. But there's that zombie, and then there's that zombie. Put off the side. And then, like I said, you do get secret loot in every single box, well, the big sets. And I got, if I can get the other piece out, come on. There you go. I got these shoulder pads, which have metallic blue paint apps, which is pretty cool. And then there's a little red dot. I'm not sure what set this is, or what, or if it's just a common item in the game, but it's pretty cool that they included some mystery loots and entices you to buy more sets, even though when these sets were originally out, they were like $30. So if you wanted to get the entire set, you would have to spend a crap load of money. But since they're cheap now, you can probably get them pretty cheap. But on to the main attraction, the Goblin Shredder. And this is probably one of the best Mega Bloks World of Warcraft sets that they have, in my opinion. Definitely in my top 5. This is highly posable and very accurate in block form to the in-game model. Like, you have articulation in the torso, because the actual Goblin Shredder in the game can spin around and cut you with the saw. Well, that's the movement. They walk and then they spin around like that to attack you. And very posable. There's ball joints in the elbows, in the shoulders, in the hips, and in the feet. So you can get some really, really nice poses. I'll show you the articulation. It's kind of hindered by the shoulder armor, so you can see the poses that you can get. Some really, really nice dynamic poses. Just gotta move the shoulder arm out of the way. This arm can spin 360 degrees, and then go front, back, and then side to side. And then the saw blade does spin really nicely. Then we have the same poseability on the other side. And at the elbow. And also, the fingers do open up like that really far. And you can, if you want to have a nice pose, you can have a ghoul in the clutches of this shredder like that, which is pretty cool. I like how they included all of this articulation, even though they didn't have to. And my guy's chest, not chest, but torso keeps wanting to pop off. So that's because I had him disassembled in the box for storage, because I don't have room for him in my room right now. But there's his hip articulation. Gets some nice range of movement. Bends down like that, and he also gets, I'm just going to take this off to the side real quick. The range of movement for his legs is like that, and out like that. He does have ankle tilt, really nice ankle tilt, side to side, and then back, and then front, which is really, really nice. Get some really, really nice poses out of this guy, which I'll show you in just a second after I assemble him. This is the way he spins on his base. They pretty much copied Lego, because that's the exact same gimmick that they use, or piece, but you can spin like that. But for his posability, you can get some really, really nice poses out of this guy, like that. But he tends to spin like that But if you wanted to, oops, his spike came off on his shoulder pad. But if you wanted to keep him in a really nice pose, I suppose you could try and find a square piece or two square pieces and remove this and replace it so you can put him in any position you want. But actually, I was just thinking about that. You couldn't, because this is what actually makes it move. So scratch that idea. It was a good idea while I was thinking about it, but as I was talking, you know, it doesn't work. But there is the Goblin Shredder. And then you can take the Goblin and have him control it with these little joysticks or controls or whatever you want to call it up on the top. He's got to move his hands. There's one. And then try not to make them pop off, but you guys get the idea. And there's the Goblin and the Goblin Shredder. And you can spin with him, which is really nice. But there you go, guys. There is the Goblin Trigger with the two Ghouls. Thank you for watching. Let's make these zombies high five just for Shiggles. Come on. Come on. Nope. No, screw it. Alright, guys. See you in the next video. Later.